this changed my life. Hi guys, so one of my goals this year is to find a balanced routine that works best for me. So something simple, realistic, enjoyable, and something slow so I could have time for myself in the morning and I don't feel too rushed. I also want to wake up a bit earlier. I like my routine right now, but there are some things that I want to add to make it a bit better. And recently, there's this neurologist that keeps popping up on my newsfeed, on my YouTube feed, podcast, and you know who that person is, Dr. Andrew Huberman. And I was curious, as a stroke survivor and him being a neurologist, I was drawn into his morning routine, especially coming from a neurologist. I was curious how he optimizes his morning routine for his health and for his productivity and his life. So tomorrow I am going to try Dr. Huberman's morning routine. But first, I'm gonna do some Googling. Good morning. I am following Dr. Huberman's morning routine today, and I woke up at 6 a.m. Now it's currently 6:30 a.m. and the sun is slowly rising. One thing I saw from yesterday's Googling is he put an importance on hydration. So I boiled some water and made myself a warm cup of water in the morning. I like to drink warm water in the morning. It just warms my body up and it wakes up my organs and I just feel good. And I see that he likes to put electrolytes or salt into his water, so I just did that this morning, just a little bit, so I'm gonna try it out. I don't want to taste anything different, I guess, because I put it so little. The next thing I see a lot is direct sun exposure, because the sun is still currently rising and then she's still sleeping, and I like to just kill two birds in one stone and walk him also. I'm gonna do it later. So right now I'm going to go move my body because I do enjoy morning workouts, and he also prefers morning workouts, so I'm gonna do that. So 6 a.m. wake up, he does the same thing, check. And hydration, check. I'll see you later. came back from my walk, did some tidying. I like to clean up a little bit before I work. It gives me more space to think and I feel decluttered. And now I am ready to work. I have my coffee with me. One of the things that Dr. Huberman mentions is that he delays his coffee intake, and I actually do the same. So he recommends delaying caffeine 90 to 120 minutes after waking time, and since it's 9 a.m. right now, I woke up at 6, it's definitely past 90 minutes. So I am enjoying my coffee, and later on today I am going to share my personal thoughts and opinions on Dr. Huberman's morning routine, but right now I am going to get to work and do a bit of deep work. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so here are my overall thoughts on Dr. Andrew Huberman's morning routine. If you see me looking down, it's because I made some notes just so that I remember and not forget. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed his morning routine. I actually really like it. And the first thing was he woke up at around 6 to 6:30 a.m. every day. And that's one of my goals, to wake up at 6 a.m. every day. I feel like it gives me more times in the morning, and I love my mornings where it's slow and I don't have to rush before it. Really helps with me not feeling overwhelmed. So I'm definitely going to stick to that. I've been trying to work my way up to 6 a.m. but today, because I guess I'm following his morning routine, there's some accountability. I woke up right away and I felt good waking up because I feel more at peace. So definitely recommend waking up earlier, but it's to each your own, whatever your preference is. If you're a night owl, I really don't see you getting up at 6 a.m. As long as we have good sleep, between 7 to 8 hours, I feel like that's more important than waking up super early. So the second thing is hydration. Dr. Huberman mentions that drinking water the first thing you wake up is important. It is essential and it helps with our cognitive function. And it's often overlooked. To be honest, I'm pretty guilty of this because overall I just don't drink enough water, and I'm working towards this because I know I should hydrate more. And it kind of makes sense when you're sleeping for like 7 to 8 hours a night without any hydration. I would assume once we get up, we're probably dehydrated, and drinking water will help hydrate our body and our organs. And for me, I like drinking warm water in the morning, maybe because it's cold right when I wake up and it's the winter. I like to just warm my body up, and I feel like it's more of a gentle wake up for my body instead of like a harsh, like very blunt way of waking up if I drink cold water. And with Dr. Huberman, he likes to add salt or electrolytes into his water. Maybe I added too little salt, or maybe just because I only tried it for today. I didn't really see any difference. I don't think I could really form an opinion on it. So I'm just going to stick with having warm water in the morning. And number 3 is direct sun exposure. I did not get direct sun first thing I woke up because it's still winter. It's still quite dark at 6 in the morning. So instead of going outside on a walk and when she was still sleeping, I tailored it towards me and moved my body first instead. And I saw that Dr. Huberman actually likes doing his workouts in the morning too. I also prefer working out in the morning. It's when I have time and the energy to do it. But once again, to each their own. Whatever your preferences, whatever works in your day, that's when we should move our body, because overall I think moving our body in general just helps us mentally and physically. I did get sun exposure later on after my workout and eating breakfast. Before I talk about the sun exposure, I know that Dr. Huberman fasts. For me, I don't fast. I like to have my breakfast. I will get hangry, and that definitely affects my mood and emotions. I know that I just won't focus as much if I'm hungry, and I just like having breakfast. So I ate breakfast. After breakfast, I went on a walk with Benji and my husband, and that's where I got direct sunlight, and I added a walk to it, and this changed my life. Getting sun exposure and walking really benefited me, and it's a game changer. Maybe because, as Dr. Huberman mentions, getting direct sunlight first thing in the morning really helps us mentally and physically. Like, as he was saying about something of triggering a time-release cortisol, so having a healthy amount of cortisol in our system really helps us, and that definitely probably added to why I feel so good after my morning walks. Also, optic flow. I've seen the word optic flow flowing around everywhere, and by adding the walk creates optic flow with direct sunlight, and that helps with decreasing anxiety. And coming from someone who has anxiety, this really did benefit me, and I definitely am going to do this more, and I get to spend quality time with my family. He also mentioned that he doesn't really use his phone and social media as much. I did not touch that at all, and I am guilty for looking at my phone, browsing it, checking my emails first thing in the morning, and I know it's not good for me. Today I didn't do that, and to be honest, I kind of like it. It gives me more space to think. I have a clear mind. And with that, I also like to do a little bit of tidying and decluttering before I start work, especially in my desk area, because my environment affects my brain and me thinking. So decluttering my desk also gives a clear mental space, just a clear mind where I have more mental capacity for the day and I could focus more. And with that, I think he also mentions cold showers. I'm not a morning shower person. I like to shower at night. I'm not sure about the cold shower. I don't know about try it. I like my warm showers, so I'm just gonna stick to that because I enjoy it. And I think that's about it. I just tried it for a day and it gave me a lot of great benefits, so I'm definitely going to implement some of the stuff that he has into my routine, and you guys should try this more often or do it more consistently to see how it affects me in the long term, because I'm feeling great today. My mood is definitely really good, my energy is really high, so maybe I will try this in the long run. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you do, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much. Until the next video, peace.